It is a cold night in western Pennsylvania as we bring you inside Heinz Field here in Pittsburgh. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the New York Giants. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jones. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Yeah, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. On 4th down, Joe Judge makes the decision. They're going for it. They'll run with Barkley. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there, relied on the big guys up front, and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first. Touchdown, Giants. Kadarius Toney with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And it work his way across the 30 to the 32. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Herbert off of play action. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Here's Presley Harvin now. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Yeah, this will be a Giants first down as he gets this up past the 30. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
They go play action here on first down. He dumps it off to Barkley. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Andrew Thomas, former first-rounder from Georgia, called for the penalty there. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That'll be caught. It's Toney. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. Barkley running left. And despite the good footwork, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. They'll look to throw. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 24-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. The tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. A handoff to Barkley. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with third down and just a yard to go.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first run of this game.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15, and he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Short throw pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Fresh off of 6 the other way, it's Herbert. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Now left side on the swing pass. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And the Giants will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Steps away to his left. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there, he had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Flushed out right. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line.
After that play, I think we know one quarterback will be extremely happy if his defense can hold the opposing team to a field goal here.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the left. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. He'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's got to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. It goes as a loss of 6, and now 3rd down. Back to throw here. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Giants are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that dip. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They've got his man complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. Boswell's kick is good. And they will cut the lead down to 3 scores at 24. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on there.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll set up the screen to Barkley, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
45 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now Saquon Barkley. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. A beautiful fake.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Try to run this one in. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now back to throw. A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the fourth quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with second down coming up. They're going to look to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. The Steelers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be third and forever. They'll set up a throw. This is going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A first down carry for Barkley. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 96 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to third and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
There's another example that playing football isn't strictly being physical. You've got to think as well. Nice job reading his keys by the linebacker and going out in the open space. When they dumped it to the back, he was able to make the play and stop him short of the goal line.
This one is right through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
that's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Well, there you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass of the new season.
Well, let's just go back to his rookie year, because he's able to get his feet wet, right? Get a little bit of experience. Now I think here in year 2, the game will slow down for him, and we'll see his true talents come out.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And they take a knee. And they will take a knee here. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for the Giants, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, this could hurt in the race for home field advantage.